Hi, my name is Moss Makwati. I'm a grateful recovering addict. I'm happy and proud to be a part of Tranquility, who have been very instrumental in my recovery process. Many of you may know me from the various TV shows that I do. They have been quite favorably received the nation over. But what many of you didn't know is that I struggled for many years with drug addiction. I first came into Tranquility and I learned a lot about the reasons why I was in addiction. They taught me about past traumas that I'd gone through, stresses, fears, and resentments that I went through, and they have escalated the reason why I used drugs. Before coming to Tranquility, I thought that it was just a bad habit, and I downplayed the past and how much impact it has in future decisions that I made that resulted in my addiction. More than anything, I learned from Tranquility to forgive myself, to love myself, and not to judge myself for my past mistakes and choices that I had made. I also learned, which was very, very important, from Tranquility, the impact that I had on others through my active addiction and how to make amends. Now, because addiction is a disease and alcoholism is also such, I downplayed the impact that it had on my life and overlooked how other people were affected by my decisions. My children, my spouse at the time, who subsequently left because she could not handle the scourge of the disease as it had overtaken me. And she was always someone who was supportive and always tried to help me through it. But it got to a point where she could not handle it. And my journey through recovery has been tumultuous in the sense that I'm someone who came into recovery knowing the God of my understanding. So when I first came in, I didn't think that I had a problem, in the sense that others who I found in the space looked like they needed more help than I did, which was the first mistake I made, to compare myself, to compare my drinking and drugging. And later I learned through the program the importance of identifying with other people's stories rather than comparing. Identifying with other people's situations and usage of drugs rather than comparing myself. And that humbled me and made me understand that I'm not any better than anyone else. When we are in addiction, we all are suffering from a self-inflicted disease of which we need assistance with. My ego still had the best of me the first time I came into Tranquility. That's why when I went through the process, I didn't encapsulate all the information that I needed, because I just wanted to get in and out as quickly as possible so I could get back to work and I could get back to society. This was all to my demise, because the first thing I did when I left Tranquility the first time was to pick up. And that led to my further relapse, and it was hard until I came into Tranquility the second time at the end of 2022. The second time I came into Tranquility, my mindset was shifted. I needed to get help. My pride was saying, I've been here before and here I am again. I can't go back again and be the same person. So that is why when I came to Tranquility the second time, I made sure that I entrenched myself in the knowledge, in the information that I get, because the counselors here are filled with love. They are equipped with information, they are equipped with skills that they impart on the patients on a daily basis. And one thing I noticed is that the staff that was from the first time I was here, most of them were still here which showed to me the loyalty, the dedication, the passion that the people that are here at Tranquility have. And of course, the love at this place, from management to staff to ground staff. There is so much love in this space, which is why as patients, it's easier to firstly love yourself and share that love with others who are going through the same process with you. I'll forever be grateful to Tranquility, because when I came out, I was a completely different person. I had a short relapse thereafter, the second time, due to immediate circumstances in my work environment that led me to succumb to the pressure. And even though I fell forward, because this time around, the information, the knowledge that I'd gotten was enough to sustain me to get up again, dust myself off, and carry on. I'd like to thank the God of my understanding, because I'm now 8 months clean and sober, and I have made the decision that ultimately this is how I want to maintain it. And the only way to maintain it is to give it back to others. The only way to maintain it is to give back to service. The only way to maintain it is to keeping to my 5 pillars that I've been taught through the 12-step program. And most of all, just to glorify and to submit to the God of my understanding. I would like to thank Tranquility, because a lot of people out there are being impacted by the power of Tranquility's program, and a lot of people who did not have access to drug addiction therapy now have it through the various programs that are on television that Tranquility has partnered with. They now realize that they too can access assistance through addiction. Addiction is the scourge of the world, and it's places like Tranquility that are curbing that scourge day by day. And I would like to encourage someone out there who is going through addiction, who wants to stop, who knows they need to stop but they don't know how, to come to Tranquility. This place is filled with love. This place, there is peace, and indeed there is tranquility. And when you get out, you are equipped with the resources, the tools, the armor that you need to get out of addiction. I'd like to say thank you to the whole Tranquility team, the whole Tranquility staff, for being who you are, for being the conduits that God is using to make an impact to society a day at a time. And I know and I believe that one day at a time, I will take this recovery process, and at the end, I will make it.